Hey, welcome to day 12. So today's class is going to be a little bit different. We're going to take a Bakasana workshop, which is a crow. So this is an arm balance, and I really advise if you do have using some yoga blocks for this class. Also, if you do have a cushion or something that you can maybe place in front of you, that will just give you a little bit of confidence when we take that flight. So you want to grab those now, and then I'll meet you back on the mat. Today's class in a child's pose. So just bringing those knees together, hips down towards the heels, reaching those arms out in front. Just start to rock a little bit side to side. Inhale and exhale. Just taking a little bit of a warm up here. Big breath in and big breath out. And then from here, your next inhale, we're going to rock forwards and come to our tabletop position. So there's hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And then I really want you to focus on your hands here. So we want to spread those fingers out wide and then gripping the fingertips down into the mat. So you can see the whites of the fingers as you grip down, making sure that your palm is flat on the mat. So you've got that nice, strong foundation for these arms. And then from here, we're just going to rock forwards and backwards, starting to warm up those wrists. It's really important to warm up the wrists now since we're working into arm balances. Inhale as we come forwards, exhale as we take it back. We can flip the right palm and just gently rock forwards and backwards. And then switch the hands, flip the left palm. And then coming back to that tabletop position. So fingers spread, gripping into the mat. Coming into our cat-cows now, we inhale, scoop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin. And then as we exhale, round the spine, press down through those hands. And really notice this rounding back. So we're going to work in this into our crow pose. So feeling this rounding of the shoulders, pressing down through those hands. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin. And again, exhale to that round back. One more time, moving with the breath. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest. And exhale, rounding the spine. And then coming back to that flat back, that tabletop position. We'll tuck the toes under, press through the hands, and the feet lift up to our first downward dog. A little bend in the legs, press down through those hands, lengthening out the spine. Just gently start to walk the feet, stretching out through the backs of the legs, stretching out through those toes. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we'll slowly walk the feet all the way up towards the hands, meeting in a forward fold, feet hip distance apart, and then just hang the body over, swaying side to side. Release that neck, let the arms be heavy. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to plant those hands out in front. You may need to step those feet just a little bit further back and then bend into those legs. So we're in this kind of squat position. So we're going to work into our crow pose now. So what we want to do is we want to bring those hands out in front, shoulder distance apart, and then have those fingers spread, gripping those fingertips down into the mat. So you've really got that strong foundation in those hands. From here, we're going to press through those feet, start to lift the hips. It's really important in your crow pose that we keep our gaze forward. So you really want to find this nice triangle shape. So you're looking towards the top of the mat. If you look between your hands, you'll want to fall forwards towards your hands. But if you look forwards, you find that flight going forwards. So that's just a little tip there. So what we want to do is, first of all, we take that gaze forwards. Then we bend those elbows back like our chaturanga arms, and that's going to create a little shelf on your triceps for your knees to stand on. So we take that gaze forwards, we take those elbows back, and then we just gently start to rock forwards and backwards. And then from here, as we come forwards, you can bring one knee onto that tricep and then take it back. Rocking forwards, maybe bring the other knee onto the other tricep, feeling that. And then from here, we're going to have a play with bending into those elbows. See if you can get those knees as high up on those triceps, maybe even all the way up into those armpits as we can. And then you feel that weight as you rock forwards, gaze forwards. You're feeling that weight going into those hands and less into the feet. And maybe we have a play around as we come forwards. You can lift one foot, take it back. Lift the other foot, take it back. And then maybe we can lift one foot, that gaze is forwards, that core is strong, that back is rounding. See if we can lift the other foot. Squeezing that core, and feet come back down. Now if you want to play around with having those blocks, what we do is we stand on one block with our feet, and we have the other block out in front on the highest setting like this. So what we do here is we stand onto the block, our feet come here. We place our hands in that triangle position. So we've got our hands here, shoulder distance apart. Then that block is out in front in that triangle, the point of the triangle. So we come back to that point, we lift those hips, bending into those elbows. Try to place those knees on top of those triceps up towards those armpits. And then we rock forwards and backwards and see if you can place your forehead on top of that block. And that's giving you that support there. And then you play around with lifting the head off the block. So that's just another little variation that you can try. And then also, if you do have a cushion and you want to place that there, and that just gives you a little bit more confidence if you think you're going to face plant, but you probably won't, or you definitely won't. So from there, we'll take ourselves back down to our child's pose. Give ourselves a little wiggle. Get that breath back down. Inhale. And exhale. And inhaling. And then from here, we're going to inhale, take the gaze between those hands. Slide all the way forwards onto our belly. Keeping those hands just underneath the shoulders, coming into our cobra pose. So press those backs of the feet down into the mat. We inhale, start to lift the chest. Gentle pressure through those hands. Roll the shoulders back. It's nice back opening. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back down. And again, inhale, lift the chest up. And exhale to lower. One more time, inhale, lift, maybe straighten those arms just a little bit more. Exhale, we lower back down. And then from here, we're going to roll all the way onto our backs, keeping that head up at this end, just taking ourselves onto our backs. And you can bring both knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze, rocking side to side, massaging that lower back. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, just gently guide the knees over towards that right hand side, twisting through the spine. On your inhale, come back through center. And then guide the knees over towards the left, gentle twist. And then your next inhale, come back through center. Squeeze those knees in one more time. You can round that back, bring the forehead towards the knees. And then we're going to rock up and down the spine. And then coming all the way up to a comfortable seated position, crossing the legs. Just closing off this little class. We inhale, reach the arms up, big breath in. Palms together, take the gaze up. And as we exhale, bring the palms at the chest. And namaste.